Welcome back to the cryptoworld channel, everyone. My name is Josh, and right now, Bitcoin is retesting this important line of resistance after recently breaking out above it, while Ethereum is now flashing a new warning signal for the first time since this previous high, which I'll talk about later in the video, so definitely stick around. First of all, just giving you a quick update here on the daily Bitcoin chart, and right now, not much has changed over the last 1 day on the daily time frame, other than the fact that we are currently seeing a possible bullish cross here in the daily Bitcoin MACD. But it is important to mention that right now, this potential bullish cross in this indicator is not yet confirmed, because we still need to see at least this daily candle close with the bullish cross intact in order to actually confirm this bullish cross in place. And it's also important to mention that right now on the daily time frame, there's still very low momentum to either direction, because the MACD overall is very flat alongside the RSI. So at least as of right now, even though we're technically within a larger bullish trend, obviously we're still in this consolidation phase, this pause from that trend. So at least for now on the daily time frame, we are still looking very neutral, most likely going to see a bit more sideways price action like this in a sideways price range. But anyway, if you're looking at the 8-hour Bitcoin chart, over the last 1 day, we have just seen an 8-hour candle close above this descending line of resistance, which was sitting at around 29.3k approximately. And so technically speaking, as of recording this video, this breakout is currently active with that 1 8-hour candle close. But also what is happening at the time of recording this video is of course a retest. The price is coming back down to test this previous resistance, and so it's important for the price to actually hold above that level and see some sort of bounce from that level, confirming it as new support, flipping previous resistance into new support, because in that case that would be another confirmation signal helping to confirm the breakout. But on the flip side, if we actually see a confirmed break back below around 29.3k to 29.2k, then in that case, that would actually invalidate this small breakout and basically turn this into a fake out, meaning this pattern and the technical price target would not be in play. But at least for now, considering we have not seen that invalidation, for now, technically speaking, this pattern is currently active with an active technical price target at approximately 33,000, more specifically around 33.2k to 33.3k. And once again, if we see this successful retest with a bounce of this previous resistance confirming it as support, then that would be another confirmation signal to help confirm this price target. But obviously, like I just said, a break back below that line would invalidate this price target. But remember, we need to see a confirmed break below that line with at least an 8-hour or a 12-hour candle close back below around 29.2k. So obviously right now is a critical moment, at least in the shorter term, for the price of Bitcoin. And in fact, if you zoom into the 4-hour Bitcoin to US dollar chart, as we can see here, once again, we saw a slight breakout above this descending line of resistance, but the Bitcoin price ran into this range of resistance based on these previous highs. And once again, as I mentioned in my last video, I was expecting to see a bit of resistance around these previous highs, which was sitting at around 29.8k to 30k. So obviously for now, that is the short-term area of resistance to pay attention to. And if we see a confirmed break back below around 29.2k, then it's possible that could become resistance again. But in that case, we still have this area of support in between around 28.7k to 29k. But in a more bearish scenario, if we actually break below all of this short-term support and we see a breakdown in the RSI, then in that case, I would expect a drop down to at least around 28.2k, but more likely a drop back down towards this area of support in between 27.5k to 27.8k. But once again, like I've been saying for the last 2 days, since all the way down here, technically speaking, we are still looking more bullish than bearish in terms of the short-term trend and the short-term momentum, because clearly in the 4-hour Bitcoin RSI, RSI and the price action, we are still currently forming higher lows and higher highs, which once again, as I've been saying for the last 2 days, is more bullish than bearish in terms of the momentum and the trend, at least in the short term on these smaller timeframes. And so basically, I would only actually expect the price of Bitcoin to come back down towards these lower prices if we start to see a confirmed breakdown in this momentum in the RSI, for example, and of course the price action breaking back below some of these key levels, which as of right now, at the time of recording this video, hasn't yet happened. But anyway, now getting into the Ethereum part of this video, this is on the daily ETH to US dollar chart, and right now, as of recording this video, the price of ETH is getting a perfect rejection from this area of resistance, which is sitting in between around 1980 to 2040, mainly based on this previous high. And obviously, this comes close to a week after we saw a perfect bounce from this area of support, which is still sitting in between around 1770 to 1820. And so at least as of right now, not much has changed recently on the daily time frame for the price of ETH. As of right now, we are still within this larger bullish trend, forming larger higher lows and higher highs. And in fact, right now, as of recording this video, we are potentially seeing a bullish cross here in the daily Bitcoin MACD. But once again, like I said earlier, this still needs to be confirmed with at least this daily candle close. So overall, on the daily time frame, we are still looking relatively neutral because we haven't actually fully confirmed any of these bullish confirmation signals. But if we do start seeing these bullish signals confirm, like this bullish cross in the daily MACD or a possible breakout above this range of resistance, then in that case, that would signal the continuation of this larger bullish trend and potentially set us up for the next leg to the upside. But at least as of right now, considering the lack in bullish confirmation, we are still in this more neutral phase in this larger bullish trend, kind of like what we saw back here. But anyway, now zooming into the shorter term, this is on the 4-hour ETH to US dollar chart. And right now, as of recording this video, we have recently seen a breakout in the price of ETH above this range of resistance, which was sitting in between around 1920 to around 1950 approximately. But with that recent breakout to the upside, that actually pushed the 4-hour Ethereum RSI into overbought territories for the first time since this previous high that we saw back in mid-April. And as always, anytime where the 4-hour RSI reaches into overbought territories, that basically means we've gone too far to the upside too quickly and we need some time to cool off because we are overheated. And so usually after these overbought territories get hit, we either see a bit of short-term bearish price action or at least a sideways consolidation, because that can help to cool off the RSI as well. So basically, in the imminent short term, I would not be surprised if we do see a bit more of a short-term pullback or perhaps a sideways consolidation to help further cool off this RSI. But that doesn't necessarily mean the short-term bullish trend is over, because obviously we saw overbought territories back here, and what we saw both of these previous times was just a short-term pullback before a continuation of the bullish trend. And at least as of right now, this short-term bullish trend is not yet invalidated. We're still seeing higher lows and higher highs in the price action and the RSI on the 4-hour time frame. So once again, like I've been saying for the last 2 days, since all the way down here, I am still currently leaning more bullish than bearish in terms of the short-term trend and momentum. It's just in the imminent short term, due to the fact that we reached into overbought territories, we could be due to see a bit of a pause from that trend, kind of like what we saw back here, just a short-term setback where it is still possible to continue the trend later on. And like I said for Bitcoin earlier in the video, it is important for the price of ETH to actually remain above this previous resistance in order to continue to confirm this breakout, because otherwise, if we see a breakback below this area of resistance, that invalidates this breakout and would help confirm the invalidation of the bullish trend, as in confirm a new bearish trend beginning. And in that case, if we see a breakback below around 1920, then I would expect a drop back down towards around 1830 to 1850. But considering the fact that as of right now, that has not yet happened, and it's still possible for the price to simply retest this resistance and see a bounce, then in that case, I would be targeting towards around 2.1k, this local high, as the next resistance resistance. And now, if you want to know how to make a lot of money in crypto, no matter if the price is going to the upside, to the downside, or simply chopping around sideways, then make sure to watch these videos popping up right here on your screen. The video in the top left shows you how to make money if the price is either bullish or bearish, and the video in the bottom left shows you how to make money if the price is chopping around sideways. But anyway, that's everything that I have to say for today. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video.